Hi guys, did this little catapult launch glider last night, I think it was, using foam for the wings. The rest of it's 3D printed. Oh, obviously a barbecue skewer for the fuselage. I just thought I'd do another one, see if I could use a scrap bit of card, because somebody did ask me if I could make a glider from a cereal box. Well, unfortunately we don't get cereal boxes at the moment. Well, my wife has cereal, but it's quite a small box, and my stuff comes in a paper bag. So this is a bit of scrap card. Don't know if that'll come off. Well, whatever. Bit of scrap card. Sort of thickness that a cereal box might be a little bit thinner. And I printed off a different attachment. That's the one that would have the foam slotting into it. This one hasn't got a slot, it's just a flat plate. And my idea is that I'll put a fold in the wing and just have it like that. And ideally, probably just tape it in place if you've got some double-sided tape, or you could glue it. The only problem with gluing it is when it's broken, you'll want to replace it and you'll have to peel it off and glue the next one on the same place. Right, that one I think was about 8.5 inches, roughly. What have we got on here? We can do the same. Figure 8.5. I think that was 60 or 2.5 inches. Yeah, about 60 millimeters. Cutting board. I think this is a bit thin actually, now that I've started using it. But it'll be alright, I think, for gentle flight. It won't be any good for anything too ambitious. Right, so that's 1.5 inches, 3/4. Just over 1.5 inches. What's on the other side? Plain white, okay. 1.5 inches, we'll go 1 and... yeah. going to fold it, but before I fold it, I'll just put a bit of a curve on the wingtip. Probably would have been easier to have used scissors. So they've got a magnet stuck to them. Hold that even. There we go. Right. So fold along the line. That should help to add some strength to it by having a fold in it. I put a little edge there so you can line the back edge up to it and let the front end splay out a little bit. Only a little bit. I think I might glue it. Oh, I'll have a look, see if I've got any tape. Yeah, I've got this tape. It's very thin, sticky, both sides stuff with a clear, white plastic cover. When I bought it, I thought it was this stuff, which is much thicker and I use for other purposes. But this is ideal for this sort of job. So if you stick it on there. That's on. I'll do the other side first. Get it on there. The problem is it all gets stuck to your scissors. Right. Give it a good rub to try and get it stuck. This is where you probably will be tempted to use glue because this stuff lasts all right for a little while and then it starts coming off again. Certainly you can't expect it to be there in a couple of days' time. There you go, it's left the sticky there. So get that one lined up against the edge. Come on. There we go. Up against the edge. Right, so there's our wings. That one's a little bit bowed. Okay, oh, I need to put a bit of super glue on this one. Just stick it on there like that. Probably going to get it all over my fingers. That's what usually happens when I use super glue. Right, we'll let that dry. Right, this one's supposed to be the nose weight. It's actually not quite heavy enough. So we'll probably have to screw a bolt or a screw in the end there to add a bit of extra weight. Just put that one upside down. That way up. The idea is you can slide this along to get the balance or the centre of gravity right, and then you ought to glue it in place. And the centre of gravity ought to be more or less where that fold is. So at the moment that's way tail heavy. You could slide it, oh, that's a bit stiff. You could slide it a long way back and that would help the nose, but I think we're going to have to put a metal weight in there. Right, I put a screw in the front there to give it a bit of nose weight, or extra bit of nose weight. The only problem we've got is Nanny's got the paddling pool out. So if we end up in there, the card will just soak, and that will be an end to the flying. It's still balancing quite a way back. In fact, I'll throw it that way so it's got a softer landing. Oh, that was a bit tail heavy that time. I'll try it with a little bit less of an angle. No, that's still tail heavy. So we can slide this. Let's slide it a good way. That increases the length of the nose, which makes the weight effectively heavier, if that makes any sense. Still a bit tail heavy. One thing you have to watch that I did notice, that barbecue skewer's got quite a bend on it. So I've actually got it, so we've effectively got up, a bit of up incidence, or the tail is tipping up, whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, that was nice and level. Let's try it a little bit more level. Yeah, that works. We'll give it a little try with a very weak rubber band. I'll keep it as low as I can. Yeah, that was alright. Yeah, that looks like that flies. I don't think you can put much power on it because that card is very thin and it flexes quite easily. But if you use slightly thicker card, then that will work. What I'll do is I'll add that file to the file for the rest of the catapult glider, so you've got a choice when you print it off. Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.